think, Chatterbox, think. Oh.
What up, blood?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good. I almost got money for a house in Mirror Park. When you hire?
You gonna buy a house in Mirror Park?
Yeah, I'm out of the clown gang. I'm just gonna chill out with Lolly and just ignore all that bullshit.
Yeah, I heard
Hey, Mackenzie.
Kirk gave me kind of a rundown. I just kind of
I'm sure Kirk's TLDR was wonderful, just like his TLDR to everyone else who told him. I've already heard from 7 different people an alteration of different stories of it, and to be honest, Chatty, I'm already past that. I'm beyond that.
Okay.
I don't need it. There is no benefit for me. You know.
Okay.
He went around to 6, 7 different people, said, "Bozo's not ride or die no more. We don't care for Bozo. Don't care for anything he's done, essentially." That may not have been his exact words, but he said that I get no benefits. And I'll be real. There was no benefits for me. If anything, me being
like that at all.
No, but that's insulting to me.
Yeah,
that's very insulting to me. Very insulting.
That, though, Bozo? Did he though?
But if 6 people said it, and here's the thing, Chatty, regardless if he said it or not, his intentions really spoke a lot at the hospital when he got mad at me for quote unquote going behind his back and sending him a text message about him that was completely true. He made me read it back to him, and then he said, "Correction, I didn't say that." And I said, "What did you not say?" And he said, "Well, I did not put on the door, not a clown." I said, "Yes, you did." He's like, "Well, correction, I took it down." Motherfucker, did you put it up? Like, well, if the 2 people saw it and you took it down, you still put it up. The fact that we're even in a place of argument about that is not something I want to be involved in.
All right. So at the end of the day, so you left Clowncil.
I'm still a clown.
Yeah, but you just left Clowncil. I mean, okay.
For at least for the foreseeable future, I'm not. I'll be a real Chatty, right? I've talked to a lot of gangbangers. Talked to Lolly. Talked to clowns. I'm not gonna name the clowns. How long is? Can I ask you? Have you ever ocean dumped anybody?
And
be honest, because I already know.
I think so.
You think so? Do you know anybody else who's ocean dumped prior to these ocean dumpings?
What do you mean, like clowns?
Do you know about any ocean dumpings that you didn't tell the rest of the clowns about, or at least majority of the clowns about?
Maybe one. But I think we told some clowns.
So has this been going on for a while? Yes or no?
What, ocean dumpings?
Well, just severe memory loss, ICUings.
No.
Clown on clown violence.
Oh, clown on clown violence is.
No, I mean severe clown on clown violence, not just the regular like shootings and ocean dumpings and.
It just kind of like.
It wasn't just. I'll tell you this, Chatty. I know for a fact it wasn't just that one day. So if you're gonna lie about it, it's fine.
Well, what else?
I'm not gonna call you a liar.
What else happened?
Well, Ember's ocean dumped a few people. Apparently, you and Cups have ocean dumped a few yourself a few times. Twinkles has ocean dumped some people. Kirk himself. Oh, I know.
I've ocean dumped Happy a few times.
Oh, yeah, that's what Ember said too. And then Kirk's knowing about some ocean dumping. So there's a little bit of weirdness for me there.
Yeah, I don't really know a lot of the stuff you are referring to. I don't know.
You don't blame me for being weird about that, though.
Well, not really.
I explain this to other gangs, right? And they're like, "Well, when we ocean dump people, right? Usually we don't want to hang out with them the next day because that would just be weird." Or at least, like,
well, I mean,
we wouldn't ocean dump someone, but you wouldn't ocean dump someone and then hang out with them and then not tell them.
I mean,
right?
Yeah, I mean, I've done that with the Happiness.
That's not funny. That's kind of fucked up, man.
I mean, yeah.
You know, water's bad, right? And bullets are bad, right?
Yeah, I didn't shoot nobody.
But look, Chatty, this is the point I try to get to Ember, right? And this is the point I try to get with a lot of clowns is I think we lost the plot. I think you guys really lost the plots. Like I feel like I'm not even funny anymore. I'm a bit of a hypocrite and I'm a bit of a fucking liar and an asshole myself, but I can't keep doing the song and dance anymore and lie to myself. That's okay.
It's a different city now.
No. It is a different city, but somewhere down the line, the moment you guys got rid of the rule of severe violence, we started doing it. The fact that we even need to had a rule to begin with and then that rule was removed on a good faith. You can blame the city, Chatty, but I'm gonna blame us. I mean, I'll be the real clown here. I'm blame us. I am not doing the song and dance anymore until it's fixed. Until leadership's fixed. I can't keep supporting you guys. I'm not gonna get. For one, I'm not gonna be asked for 10 grand a week. And then it's not about that.
Well,
how much I've given and supported without being asked? No. Let me finish. Let me finish, please.
How?
I'll be honest. I don't know if there could be any fixing it. That's why I'm taking a big step back. That's why I'm taking a big step back and assessing. Because
Bozo, you took a step back. I didn't call you to question you on your thoughts.
No, you questioned me about Kirk. You're questioning me about Kirk.
No, but you brought it up. You brought it up.
Well, you said I heard you laugh.
Yeah, because you brought it up.
I agree. Yeah, I did bring it up, but it doesn't bring up the fact that it's what happened.
Yeah, you brought it up. I wasn't here to like.
Okay, so what did you want to talk about? What did you want to talk about?
Call you and see how you've been doing. I haven't talked to you in days, man.
I ended up buying a house, doing great, and then it kind of sidetracked.
Jeez, man, look, whatever's been going on, look, I'm quite frankly, I don't really care. Like I
agree.
It's none of my business. Like I was super hands off. Whatever happened when I was gone happened.
I'll be real though, Chatty. You guys don't have to be ride or die for me. I'll always be ride or die for you. But if I hear it get negative, I'm not going to be nice about it. That's all I'll say.
Look, I ain't going around saying anything negative about you. I never have. I never will.
I know you're not, and that's why I'm saying. I think there's a difference being like, hey, you said it, and just being like, hey, if I hear about it, I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Clown anymore. Because I'm trying for my own sake of my own health not to get stressed out about the fucking clowns anymore. And ultimately, that's 25% of the reason why I stepped away. The other 75% of the way is just like, I can't see you guys hurt each other anymore, man. I love you guys, but it's too much, man.
It all fell apart the day of my engagement, and I still can't make sense of it. But it happened.
Here's the thing, Chatty. I went to bed that night so happy for you, and I woke up so fucking confused.
Yeah, my life has spiraled out of control since that. You know, she left.
I know. I've been trying. Look, I've wanted to call you. I just been keeping my distance because I know you're probably stressed out with all the other shit going on, plus the cup shit.
Well, I haven't been. The only stress I have is the I haven't been stressed about anything else. I've been hands off. No one's been bothering me about nothing clowns related.
No way. You haven't gotten 30 million phone calls.
There's none. You're the only one this is the first time.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm happy for you. I'm actually happy for you. That actually sounds very peaceful and blissful.
I did what you did. I just took a step back because it's just too much.
Yeah.
I get it, man. I get what you're doing. I did the same thing.
Look, I don't want to like the way I think Kirk views it, and hopefully it comes around with time, is I think he's jaded at the fact that like I'm abandoning him. It's not me abandoning him. I'm still there for him. It's just logistics of every day waking up to something fucked or whatever. I just need time, man, you know, and I don't think Kirk understands that yet. I mean, I hope he does.
I 100% understand it. I get it. And I will make sure I put that in Kirk's head. But just so you know, when Kirk gave me a quick TLDR about it, it was very opposite of what you're saying. Like,
yeah, because
and so he said it in front of other clowns.
I've heard I've heard 3 different versions, Daddy.
Let me tell you the version he told me in front of other clowns. Okay.
Right. Okay. Is this the reflection Kirk, where he's now like kind of reflected on his actions? Because this is what it's gonna sound like.
I don't know. Because it was the only time I heard it. It was the one time I heard it. He just said, "Hey, Bozo's not Clowncil anymore." It was something about. He gave me a TLDR, but something going on with you and Ember. Then I said, "Okay, well, whatever." And
it's not really about that.
Something with you and Ember happened. His phone was going off about it, and he said, "You have a week to fix it," or some dumb boyuck like that. And then
you agree it's dumb. So it wasn't. Okay, that was actually the kind of the nicer version of Kirk. I mean, that's that's what made me like the catalyst to me. He opened the door on that. I said, okay, if you want to open the door, I'll walk through. Peace. He gave me an ultimatum on an ultimatum, and it wasn't what the ultimatum was. It was the fact that it was an ultimatum, right?
An ultimatum on the ultimatum. So he had an
You
ultimatum,
have
and then
no. He was like, you have 1 week to fix your shit with Ember, or you and Ember are both out. And I was like, in my head, I was like, no, it's not that I am petty. And in time, maybe me and Ember will come around, and we've talked. You know what I mean? But that's on our time. Between me and Ember, our beef between me and Ember, it doesn't do with Kirk. Right?
Okay, so why did Kirk get involved?
Well, he wanted to shoot Ember. I took her to the so TLDR, Ember really, she wastes your time. And I was getting really pressed, and she doesn't see the point. And I didn't trust her because she had tried to ocean dump some people before, including Hazel. I roll up to a scene to go help her out of my own time, stop what I'm doing, right? Go all the way to go meet her, and Hazel's on the ground all fucked up. She's like, Bozo, you're a mechanic, fix my car. I'm like, no, here's a repair kit, fix it yourself. She's like, no, get out of the car and fix it. I'm like, hell no, that's sus. I ain't doing it. So she keeps doing it. And then she starts pressing me via text. So I block her, spams me. Well, I didn't really spam me. Says a bunch of yuck on Twitter. So I came back and ran her the fuck over. Kirk was already going to shoot her. Kirk was already going to shoot her. Kirk was like, where the fuck's she at? I'm going to shoot her. And I'm like, nah, I'm just going to take her to the hospital like a normal clown. Normal clowns just don't shoot somebody after they've already been fucked up or ocean dump them. I'm going to take them to the hospital, right? Like a normal clown. And that was also my point to Ember is, hey, look, unlike you, I don't have to ocean dump you when I fuck up. I'm just going to take you to the hospital and own it. And so I told Kirk, yeah, I ran her the fuck over. I was pissed off. I was kind of in the wrong, but I was seeing red, and Ember just likes to push buttons, and she doesn't see the point that she wastes people time on her own accord, and she takes it for granted, right? You got 1 week to fix your shit. It's like, look, me and Ember probably would fix their shit, but you don't force fucking two things into a corner and just make it work. Nah. I'm not gonna give Ember a fake apology, and I'm not gonna accept a fake apology from Ember if we both don't mean it. Just for the both our sakes, nah.
I don't know if this for sure is why, but I have a feeling a kind of a reason why he got so about it is because like when there's like drama between two clowns, like, and it's like let's say
he
like,
wants
for
to
example,
be the one that.
No, it's more like everybody expects us to deal with that, and it's kind of like it's like it's just kind of like this. Like we're not therapists.
Nah, I'm a big clown. I'll let Ember figure her shit out. I can figure my shit out. I'm not gonna I didn't tell fucking Kirk to take a side. Didn't phone up anyone else after. Didn't call you. You didn't even know about it.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, I've been away. I've been away.
So the next point was, right, the next day, right, I haven't talked to whole Ember. Kirk calls me and goes, I heard there's some people in the ICU. All right, it was Tweety, which is Frog's girlfriend,
okay,
and DJ Doyle, which is Lily's boyfriend. Both are considering being clowns and want to be a clown and call themselves clowns. They're not council clowns. I get that. But the moment I said that, he starts losing his shit. Breaks into the ICU. Now, I'm just TLDR speedrunning it. Loses his shit, yells at me, breaks in the ICU, writes a bunch of shitty notes on some doors, leaves. And then when I call him out on it, I'm the bad guy. I'm like, nah, dude, you were being a fucking asshole. DJ Doyle wants nothing to do with the Clowncil, and I don't blame him after that. And he doesn't have to. But it's just I thought we were over this 7 fucking months ago. Who can and can't be a clown? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? They're not Clowncil. It's fine.
Yeah,
and who cares?
Could be a clown. Yeah, it's Clowncil.
So that was my ultimate decision between stress, being forced to make an ultimatum, and that I ain't ride or dying every single day if people don't even know what they're ride or dying for anymore. You know what I mean? Kirk wants to throw that out, saying there's no benefits. He's not my friend. We're not ride or die. That hurts, man, because all I've ever said to anybody in return is, I am still ride or die for him. And hopefully maybe that guy got back to him, because apparently it did, because when I talked to Sooty, again, oh, yeah, Kirk kind of misses you. He understands type deal. And it's like kind of a flip of a script the moment when I'm like, yeah, I'm still ride or die for you. But then everyone isn't. So know what the funny part was? I got phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call saying, love you, Bozo. If you need anything, let us know. You're still a clown. Still want to hang out. That means a lot, man. I actually put a tear in my eye. Well, then when I heard Kirk going off about his shit, I get he's big bad leader, and I'm a hypocrite telling him to be a big bad guy. But he took me being, you need to be more strict as 0 to 100. You need to be go from communism to totalitarianism. It is crazy. The flip of a switch and the flip of the script. And that's ultimately Chatty. I love him. I just couldn't do it.
Fair play.
Maybe in a month, 2, 3, 4. Who knows? I'll come around. Maybe we can me and Kirk can have a proper talk, or maybe even when when he's around. But I'm not gonna stress out about.
I wouldn't stress
petty, stupid shit, man. Like you can tell him, dude. I love the guy. I love him deep. He's a brother to me. And just because it's because I leave, doesn't mean I'm like trying to insult him. It's me. It's me more than him, and I think he needs to realize that I did this for me, not him. Right? He may have been the distractor about why I left, but ultimately it was me. I removed myself from the equation. He shouldn't be mad. You know what I mean? That I'm doing that. If anything, it should be less stress for him.
I don't think he is mad. Like I said last time I talked to him, he was very positive about you. But he just said it was it was just an unfortunate event.
He was.
The end ground of it. So yeah, maybe it was after, maybe when Kirk chilled out about it. I don't know, because I don't know how long this has been going on.
It was sort of like a couple days.
Yeah. So he just told me, he goes, "Hey, Bozo's not Clowncil anymore. It's still our boy and everything. He's just not Clowncil." He goes, "Everything's cool."
No.
And I said, "Okay."
Well, you understand where it's like so confusing for me when I hear like again.
No, look, I get that because man, look, even when clowns talk, things get twisted a bit, right? And
they do. We're the worst telephone game people in the world.
It has to be direct. If it's not direct, I wouldn't take anything to heart.
Yeah, true. I'll admit it too, man. I have some faults, dude. I'm a bit of a gossip clown. I have more bark than bite. But at the end of the day, it's bro. I almost had a fucking heart attack because of Shiela. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, no,
Shiela almost fucking killed me.
I remember that. Yeah.
I was already getting stressed out as is with like you guys being in the ICU. That she's screaming at me, like trying to give me a widowmaker, saying it's coming, and then it did come, and I fucking fainted.
Well, yeah, I'm back now, so I'm gonna put an end to that. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know why I was ultimately stressing about? Because everyone's coming to me like, man, Sheila's fucking a bitch. She's fucking put a cigarette butt in my fucking face, and like Sheila's kicked me and like beat me with a wrench, and like she wants us each other to fucking. She wants to do target practice, but we're the targets, and I'm like, and then she walks in the hospital, and she's like, "It's coming, it's coming. I knew you were weak. It's coming."
Oh my god. Oh my god, what the yuck?
Yeah, bro. It was. Then Kirk's like, I don't know, man, delusional, because he's like, oh, well, you never give Shiela a chance, and she's actually a real nice lady, and this, that, and the other. I'm like, she put a cigarette butt on someone. How is that nice?
Jeez, I'm sure everybody misses Cups now.
Yeah, Cups just like a fucking saint.
Oh. Man, oh
Saint
boy.
Cups, man, put a star on it.
Well,
like we had the devil for like a week, and it was bad.
What?
A bike hit me. It was pretty cool, actually. You're good.
Look,
you're good.
Look, but at the end of the day, Bozo, like right now, like you good? Is everything okay?
Dude, I'm actually not gonna lie, the last 7 days have been good. Okay. Really good. And so I'm not trying to like trauma dump on your ass or anything, because I know we had like a 20-minute phone call.
That's cool, man.
Nah, it's just I miss Kirk, and I just don't want him to feel bad. That's pretty much the TLDR, man.
I think everything's good. If I know Kirk, and he's gonna be over this. Like, I bet you next time I talk to him, he's gonna be fine.
I also think maybe he's not all in the head right now either. I mean, he isn't. I mean,
well,
barely has anything in there, but
he got brain damage, and then I dumped Clowncil on him, and I left immediately.
Yeah, so whatever fucking, so you pretty much Peter Griffin brain celled them. You ever watch fucking Family Guy where Peter Griffin had one brain cell left with the glasses trying to read books? You're the fucking asshole who fucking knocked them over and now you can't read books.
Oh,
Kirk just fucking fumbling around and one brain cell left, just fucking trying to keep everything together. Poor guy, man.
Hell, and as a result, I don't know. It's weird because Mr. Ratchet came and talked to me. I had a quick talk with Mr. Ratchet, and then Kirk left. Like Kirk's been gone too. He's been gone for like 4 or 5 days already. So
There's
Mr.
no wars or anything.
No, Mr. Ratchet took over. Yeah, that's a good question, right? Mr. Ratchet took over while he was gone, and things seem.
Yeah, no, I talked. Funny enough, I talked to Ember, and she's like, something. Yeah, they're having like. When I say you guys lost the plot, right? I think now that you guys are like Ember was explaining some of the antics last week sound like some of the antics we used to do, right? That's what I mean when I say we lost the plot. And I get the city's different, but I mean, it doesn't mean we can't have fun with what we're doing. And I think that's why we lost the plot, right? Like when I'm a mechanic, sure, I'm not having fun 24/7, but I make the fucking damn most of it, my man. I at least try to have fun, crack a joke here or there. Sometimes I put my head down and I do the grind, but
well, the thing that I can't figure out with that is like you know how I am. I yuck people over like crazy, including myself, right?
Right.
And sometimes it turns violent, right? And it does, but like it never becomes this huge drama-ish issue, right?
I don't think we ever ocean dumped or had. And Chatty, I don't know if you knew this because you were in the ICU too, but 14 people in a span of 48 hours were ICU.
Yeah, but like even
I was almost a 15th.
But a lot of them, like none of us know what happened. Like,
that's
we still can't
the
make
other
sense of it.
See, that's the problem, right? It was
how
like
do we know
Kirk
it was all clowns? Like how do we know?
Well, other than Sooty, right? We know that one for sure, but
Yeah,
she
the
doesn't
kneecaps
remember,
and Sooty,
right?
I understand, but who ocean dumped Sooty?
Right, and then who shot and ocean dumped Kirk? Who ocean dumped Twinkles? Who the only ones and that's why I got mad at Ember. That's why I got mad at Ember, all right? So their rationale thinking was when a bunch of people got out of the ICU was to go interrogate that person and then go ocean dump them after they interrogated them, right? That's what Ember, Ratchet, and Stumbles were going to do to Twinkles, right? They're going to ocean dump the guy when he was already ocean dumped. So how the fuck are you getting information out of a guy who just woke out of the hospital from an ocean dumping?
And of all people, Twinkles could just ask the guy. You know what I mean?
That's why I was like, my brain hurts. So somehow it got so hostile. They shot each other. Twinkles went down, right? He gets fucked up, right? And I'm like, we could have waited until, one Chatty was woken up, Kirk woke up, the whole gang woke up out of the ICU and got some kind of story going and then figured out some kind of like if there was a punishment needed or it probably wasn't going to be a punishment. The reason why it's so fucked up is because there was like a song and dance about it. You know what I mean? There was, I'm not going to lie, dude, it is serious, right? But I think the fact where it gets lost is no one cared about who. No one cared about why, right? And it's like, it's hard to take it seriously if no one cares about the who's and the whys, right? Like,
yeah.
At the end of the day, no one cares that Kirk's, like, have you seen Kirk? Kirk's fucked up, man. He's actually fucked up and no one cares, right? I brought that up. I brought it up a million times, Chatty. No one cares. So it's like, that's a part of me where I'm like, I want to step away and be like, what? If I'm the one caring so much and no one else cares, then why do I care?
Well, yeah, and that's what makes like even my job so hard is because like when you care about the well-being of Clowncil and what we're doing and what we're working towards, right? But no one else does, right? So it's hard to get through people's heads. Everybody cares about themselves, right?
Right.
And it's just reality. Everybody's selfish. If it doesn't benefit them, yuck it, right?
I had a theory, right? So I think Sooty ocean dumped you guys. Something must have happened to Sooty, right? Because she doesn't remember, right? I think there is a big connection between why Sooty doesn't remember and then like the cascade effect, right? And I think somewhere down the line, look, even if you asked me to ocean dump, even for a really good reason, you tugged my arm, I probably still wouldn't do it. I could understand why some people would do it. But the fact that it went from just you and Cups for whatever reason to like 8 other people, right? That's where for me it wasn't okay.
It's weird.
Right? Like
It
it's
doesn't make
weird,
sense.
right? It doesn't make sense. It's like why? And that's the fuck that fucks me up is maybe we'll never know, and then if we never know, maybe we'll never know why Kirk got fucked up to begin with in the first place. And that I don't know if Kirk cares. I think he does, and he doesn't talk about it, right? But he was like super upset by Sooty. Like he felt Sooty betrayed everyone beyond belief. But I was like, well, at least Sooty came clean about it, and she's not living with a lie. There is like one or multiple people before and after that day have lived with the fact that they've ocean dumped people, and they're just hanging out with them.
Yeah.
That to me, that's what eats me up.
I don't know, cause like, yeah, I don't know, cause like when Sooty, I talked to Sooty, she called me upset, saying, "Well, I think this is what happened." Even I told Sooty immediately, I'm like, "No, don't worry, I get it. It's okay. We'll figure it out." You know what I mean?
Part of it's my fault. She told me, but the way she told me, it was very like she told me she ocean dumped you, and it seemed like haha funny ocean dump, right? Where she was like not taking it super seriously. She's like, Chatty told me, haha, and then it took a twist. She got super fucking nervous, started fucking going frantic, like almost manic, and then just fucking talked about a book and bailed, right? And then I was like, huh.
Oh, yeah, the book, yeah.
Right. I was like, huh. I figured it. I was tired, you know, because I kind of woke up for you guys just to do the whole thing. So I was tired. I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. I didn't really think anything of it. Woke up the next day to a flurry of text messages, and I was like, I fucked up. I probably should have chased after Sooty. But I mean, you guys at that point were already ocean dumped. So what the fuck do you do? I don't know. I probably could have stopped Sooty from getting ocean dumped. I'm sure. And maybe that would have stopped the cascade of other ocean dumpings. But I mean, it doesn't stop the fact that even with me there or without me there, someone made a choice and thinking that choice was okay. Like, man, me and Ember had a heart-to-heart on a mountain the other night, man. And I asked her about ocean dumpings, and she legitimately told me she's ocean dumped a few people, and she thought it was okay. Like, I'm TLDR in what she said, but she thought it was, at the end of the day, okay to ocean dump people. Like, kind of that's what we do, right? Like, I think there's a precedent
it's
there.
never really come up before.
Right, because I think as clowns, we always kind of viewed it as like, look, you said you ocean dumped a Yappy. So did Ember. She said it was funny.
I've
right?
ocean dumped Yappy like 4 times.
And it was funny, right?
It was yucky.
But I think that's the thing, right? Maybe maybe Yappy also, if he could remember, I don't know if he remembers, thought it was fucking funny at the time or whatever.
We got a house, I'd ocean dump him so he'd forget.
But I think you doing that, Chatty, right? You know, the other clowns see that or saw that, right? And they're like, well, he's doing it in a fun, joyful way, right? It has to be okay, right? That's like Ember's thought process, right? I'm not thinking that's every clown's thought process, right? But if Ember thinks that way, I'm assuming there must be 1 or 2 other clowns that thought maybe ocean dumping wasn't the most serious thing, you know. When in actuality, if you do think about it, in the grand scheme of the city, ocean dumping is like the most vile thing you can do. We just so happen to make it kind of funny every once in a while, right? And I heard Kirk say that too. He said, I think what Sooty did is the most vile thing any person in the city could do. Then I found out from Ember's mouth that he's also potentially heard of people ocean dumping each other before and wasn't mad at them, right? So that's where I was kind of like, so we're mad at Sooty for ocean dumping Chatty and Cups on their orders, but we ain't mad at other people who've ocean dumped people for less on not orders. You know what I mean?
People didn't know about the other, like my ocean dumpers. No one saw me do it.
Ember ocean dumped her best friend twice.
Yeah, but she didn't see. Ember's never seen me
Ember ocean dumped Yappy and then someone else. She said she ocean dumped 4 people in the span of the last 3-4 months. Chatty, I've almost ocean dumped 1 person since I've been here in the city 4.5 years, and I got stalked by Happy the Clown.
That's Ember doing that, but I don't think that falls back on her watching us because I've never done it in front of her before. Ever.
She said you did the yappy thing in front of her. It was the day of peep camp. You and her beat up Yappy, and then she took out Yappy to the ocean on your orders, apparently, or some shit like that.
On Peep Day?
Yeah, on peep day outside the sheriff's office. I barely remember it because I was sitting in the thing, but I do remember you guys beating the shit out of Yappy.
Yeah, I don't remember if we ocean dumped him. If we did, yeah, well.
No, yeah,
then,
Amber ocean dumped him. Yeah, Amber ocean dumped Yappy there. But that's what I mean. It's like, but that's what I mean, Chatty. It's funny, like that one's funny, ha ha. But then just because one's funny, ha ha, they think all of them are funny, ha ha, and it's really not. That's what I'm trying to say, man. That's why I say we lost the plot, man. Like clowns, I think took it too far on the ocean dumping day, right? And went, well, if Chatty Cups is Studio ocean dumped, well, let's continue the ocean dump. And it's like, man, they almost ocean dumped fucking Twinkles twice, dude. His brain would have been scrambled.
Yeah, it's hard to make sense of it.
Like, you have to agree. Like,
No,
Twinkles
I
almost got ocean dumped twice for like not. I don't think Twinkles did anything fucking wrong, man. The guy got ocean dumped himself. So even let's say hypothetically he did do something wrong, he doesn't fucking remember. So how the fuck are you gonna interrogate the dude?
Yeah.
That's why I was so confused. Remember, it was like, yeah, but we would have asked him questions. Like, what questions would you have asked? Did you ocean dump Sudi?
Definitely.
I don't remember.
Definitely questions you could have asked him without kidnapping the guy.
Or in a giant meeting where we all are on the same page. That's where it comes back to the conversation 10 minutes ago before I leave, man. That's where we lost the plot. Was we took it upon ourselves before getting the full picture and we rushed it, just like how.
So this.
Just how we rushed it before.
This has everything to do with what happened on that day, then.
Essentially, yeah. It all spirals from that one day. Yeah. You can almost root everything that's gone wrong to that one day.
It's supposed to be a really good day.
And I feel really bad because, I mean, I felt like it was a good day, man.
It was until I woke up the next.
And I was so hyped on myself. I was like, man, I chauffeured for Chatty and, they proposed. I'm like, don't get me wrong, the ending was kind of a shit show, but it was kind of like very clown and funny and on the nose,
It all worked out. Like that was like the main thing, but
Kirk was upset his truck was fucked up, but that was pretty much about it. I mean, he wasn't even like upset. He was just like, oh, my truck. Me and him, the fucked up part was, me and him, we were really happy. We left on a really good note, right? Me and him went to bed on a good note. And then we woke up and, I didn't go to. Well, yeah, he actually technically didn't. He went to bed bad because he woke up in the ICU, and then he woke up to more bad, which is shitty. I feel really bad for that, right? And that's why it eats me up. This whole like me leaving wasn't because Kirk really opened the door. It was just kind of like I was just what broke the camel's back, Everything else leading up to it, I was just like. I'm having a conflict of identity, not really with being a clown, but what it is to be a clown in a group. You know what I mean? And I'll be real, man. I miss the old days where it wasn't like this. And I get the city's changed, but
we'll never get the old days back.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
Yeah,
I tried to make it possible, and then I got reminded how impossible it is.
Yeah, and then look on top of that, man. You got Cups, right? I got Lolly now, man. I really care about her.
Cups.
Well, you still do.
She's gone.
She'll be back, right?
I hope so.
All right. Well, you have someone you love, right?
She gave me the ring back.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, I mean,
why is that good?
Why is she gonna carry something that she doesn't really fully remember? You know what I mean? Oh, she has my mask too.
Well, see, okay, if I was in your shoes, man, I don't know, man. I don't think I'd be in the clowns myself. I'd try to do everything I could to, get my person back,
That's why I took a step back. I focused on that. And I realized that the best action was to let her go and let her go work on herself. So she did. She left. She took my mask with her.
That's good. That's good.
But
This is like a part of you with her, right?
yeah, so hopefully she brings that part of me back, and she comes back, you know, okay. But until then, what do I do, right?
So you're in like a self-discovery arc or something.
I've already discovered myself, Bozo, which is
Wait.
yeah, just which
So
is,
what, you having like an identity thing with me, like me too, like trying to find your place in the clown world and the clown group type deal?
you know, with my time away, Bozo, I think I realized exactly what it was.
What?
I can't. Every time I go hands off, it gets out of control. And there's nothing like it. Just,
I got a solution for you.
Yeah.
Instead of just appointing someone and making them do it, or asking someone to do it, you mold someone to do it for you. You make someone into that leader. Usually the best leader is someone who doesn't ask to be leader. I'll be real.
Yeah,
And,
Mr. Ratchet.
Yeah, maybe you, I'm not gonna lie, maybe Ratchet would be a good choice if he like stops being so fucking gangbanger all the time.
I kind of told Ratchet that I'm coming back. I'll call the shots, but he's dealing with everything, and he was very thrilled about it.
We'll see.
Twinkles has been helping a lot too.
I think Twinkles would be a good bet too. And I think Kirk's a good leader, but he's a better right hand. He's a better enforcer and a better. He's got a stern back and a good spine.
Yeah.
And he was always a good mirror for you. I'm not saying that you don't have a good spine or any of that, but he's got a way more firmer voice than you do. Where you have a more like, I'd say almost carrying voice when you need to have it, right? I think you guys need to find that balance in a leader. Instead of having it two people, one person does that. Maybe that's Ratchet. Maybe that's Twinkles. Who knows, right? But I think instead of trying to always come back to fix shit, because that doesn't, just because you think you're the fixer, the janitor, right? And you come back every once in a while and fix all the cracks in the wall, doesn't necessarily make that, like, there's still a crack in the wall, man. You just plastered over it. You know what I mean? I think finding someone who wants to be the leader while at the same time like keeping a leadership position yourself, where you don't always have to be so hands-on and you just add input, you know what I mean, would be like, sadly to say, you gotta, if you want to act like a gang, you gotta structure it like a gang, because at the end of the day, having zero structure, it hasn't worked, and going like full dictator doesn't work either. And maybe you gotta take a page out of the gangbangers book, because clearly it's worked to some degree, and you just do what they do, but just make it funny. It's not that deep, you know.
What kind of structure do you, like? I don't. But the thing is, like, I don't really know what structure is.
You already kind of have it. Look, you said you had Twinkles doing the treasure shit, right? And treasure money.
Twinkle's dealing with everything. Yeah, money
related, right?
How it's coming in and going out.
Half of leadership, Chatty, is just delegating the responsibilities properly, not just being like, hey, you do this. You got to make sure the person wants to do it. Look, Twinkles wants to do the paperwork, wants to run the money. He's doing great. You keep a guy like that doing what he's doing. Ratchet, he wants to do the heist. He wants to get the crew together. He wants to act like an actual gang and get people into that gang life, or clown gang life. You know what I mean? Allow him to do it. But just to emphasize, like, you want to make this funny, right? And it doesn't have to always be I'll tell you a big complaint. A bunch of people did a heist with Ratchet, and he yelled at a bunch of them for getting caught by the police. And then those clowns made a good point. I'm not even going to name the clowns. Those clowns made a good point. When have we cared about getting caught by the police?
Yeah, never.
Never. Who gives a fuck if we lose some points on a rep system? Do we really give a shit? I'm sure we're just happy doing the heist. That'd be my suggestion. Is you can be gangbangers, but don't have to be serious. It doesn't have to be fucking black and white. You can have fun, and you can delegate responsibilities. Kirk is a great person to talk to other gangs, other groups, other peoples, to initiate, to recruit. He is that guy. He got charisma 100,000, right? Chatty, you have an impeccable way of somehow wrangling all the clowns and getting them to listen, even for 5 minutes. Right? I think you should take every one of those strengths I just told you guys and get a proper like structure of leadership down where you actually delegate and you don't overlap each other. You don't worry about what Twinkle's doing as Twinkle doesn't worry about what the fuck you're doing. Right? You guys will come together every once in a while and be like, this is the game plan, break, huddle, and we're out. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to have 2, 3, 4 fucking hour meetings. And not every clown needs to know. That'd be my suggestion to help you guys with stress. But I mean, that's just one clown giving you guys a suggestion.
No, and that's probably the most sense I've heard in a long fucking time.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, Sooty is I know she hates being the legal clown and the civil clown. She has an impeccable way of handling business on the legal side and the illegal side. She's also really good with paperwork, and also honestly, she's really good at HR. A lot of clowns go to her just to talk to her ear, and she does a great job of doing it. You have a lot of clowns with a lot of strengths, and I think you just need to utilize them.
Yeah.
That's 2 cents, man. Trust me, man. It's not. When I'm on the outside looking in, and it's not as bad, really, when you start looking at all the individual pieces, man. It's just when you jumble all the pieces into a big box and you try to rebuild it like Lego, it just doesn't work. Take the pieces that work, man, and use them.
You know, Bozo, you opened my eyes, man.
Oh, I'm glad, dude. We had a 40-minute conversation. Well, if you want to meet up later, give me a shout, man.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it.
All right. Love you, dude. Bye-bye.
Love you too. Bye-bye.